Hi there, it's Babs from Babs Gets Crafty, and today I'll be showing you how to work this beautiful starburst stitch in the round. It's a pattern repeat over 4 stitches, which is worked over just 4 rows, which makes it a very flexible texture to be used in all sorts of designs for all kinds of things, from shawls to hats to mittens to scarves to blankets, all sorts of things. Absolutely beautiful stitch. So we start with a knit one, and then we start to work on the actual star texture itself. So we're going to knit 3 together, keep those stitches on the left needle, we're going to yarn over, and then we're going to knit 3 in the same stitch together again. So whilst we're knitting 3 together, we are actually creating 3 stitches, so there's no decreasing happening. We'll then knit 1, and then we'll repeat that star stitch again. So it's knit 3 together, leave them on the left needle, yarn over, knit those 3 together again. And this is what creates the first part of the alternating pattern. As you can see, everything's on a diagonal, so we move from here to here, back again, and back out again to our 3s, and you should end up with a series of 3 1 3 1 3 1 collection of stitches. It's a very quick and easy way to know that you've not missed a stitch, you haven't messed up, you haven't got 2 sets of 3s together or two single stitches together. So it's a very clear indicator. And as you're working through with the alternating positions on a stitch, you get 2 legs that come out and 2 legs. So I'm trying to do this upside down. So you get 2 legs that come out like this, and the 3rd stitch that you're working 3 stitches across should be putting those 2 together. So if we look, I'll knit the next stitch, if I pick up the right bit of yarn. So I'll knit the next stitch, and then if I zoom in, we've got 2 stitches coming out of the star from the row below. And if we move across to the next star, we've got 2 stitches coming out. So there's V points, if you like. And what we're going to do is we're going to take 1 from this star and 1 from this star and work those together. So we have knit 3 together, yarn over, knit 3 together. And that has joined those 2 stars. We've got 1 there and 1 there, and they are now joined together in this star on the next row. So you continue on with that pattern until you get to the end of the row, and then you work a single row of just plain knit all the way around. So bear with me and I shall hop on there. So we've come to the end of the knit all the way around row, and you can see, or hopefully you can see, that those groups of 1 and 3 stitches have now evened out very nicely, and we've still got a group of a 3 and a 1 here. So I shall just finish this knit all round off, and it is just evening out all the stitches, sorting out their placements so that it's a nice smooth run into the next batch of stars. So we'll slip that marker, and then we're ready to start again. Now we're not going to be doing a knit and then working the star stitch, because that would simply stack the stars one above the other, which might be a nice pattern. I might experiment with that a little bit more, but we're going for this sort of diamond effect where you've got the 4 sort of sitting in between each other. So to do that, we knit 3, 1, 2, 3, which will line us up so that we have our leg from 1 star in the same group of 3 with the leg from the next star. And that's just an easy reminder for you if you get lost as you're working. And then all we do is that star stitch yet again. So it's a knit 3 together, yarn over, knit 3 in the same stitch, so you still end up with 3, and then you are creating your groups of 3 and 1 and 3 and 1 again. Knit 1 in between, and then work the 3 stitches into 1. If you can't pick them up simply that way round, as I seem to be struggling, you can just pop the needle in from the other direction, give it a little bit of a twist, and that gives you a lot more space with the yarn to then get your needle through those 3 stitches if they are too tight. So then you continue on to the end of the round. There's a little bit of a tricky thing that I'm going to show you with the stitch marker for the very last stitch, because we do need to do some jiggery pokery with these last few stitches here. So I will shoot on round to the end of this round, and then I'll come back and show you how that's worked. So we've worked our 3 and the last one, and now we come to the next 3 that we're supposed to be working together, but we've got them with a stitch marker in between. So what we need to do is slip that first stitch off, remove the stitch marker, pop that stitch back on the left hand side, and then we work those 3 stitches together, but we stop after we've done the first stitch. So we wait and pause there, we pick up our stitch marker, pop that back on, yarn over, and then finish that starburst stitch. And then we're ready to continue on with our final round of knit all the way across to even out the blocks of 3s and 1s all the way through. And then that is the 4 rounds completed, and you can continue on by repeating those 4 rounds until you come to the end of your desired pattern length. So you can see that it continues on even with the beginning and end of the round. It's just by moving that stitch marker back and forth to allow you to knit those pieces. It keeps that pattern working all the way through. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like, share the link. More than happy for people to be sharing the stitches of the week and those tutorials, and hopefully I'll be getting crafty with you again soon. I'll see you later. Bye.